Okay. Now, considering first and foremost the undeniable fact that I myself am a glass wearer, I believe myself to be an adequate researcher to explain this interesting and curiously bizarre kerfuffle, I dare say. Why do the glasses of creatures of the lesser 2D plane glow ever so blindingly radiant? But what if I told you they don't? I'm sorry I had to break it to you. I know it can be hard to assimilate, as the concept that you likely believe to be true turned out to be a well-fabricated lie. In reality, through my own introspection and self-reflection within my own reflective lenses, I found the answer to be simple, yet easily overlooked, and written off as silly and foolish. But around these parts, we are known to get quite silly, as long as it's for the sake of science and research. So, in theory, I believe, rather than the glasses, the eyewear itself lighting up, I believe it's all a clear cover-up, a veil through which the actual source permeates. I believe the eyes are the source of such tangible brilliance. However, it obviously raises the question, why do people's ocular balls light up? Why do people's spherical optical orbs illuminate? Why do people's vision spheres spectrally glow and release a full array of light all over who happens to perceive them, often accompanied by a smug and admittedly pretentious demeanor? It's bioluminescence. At its core, the balls in the head are bioluminescent, meaning that a chemical reaction happens between a light-producing chemical and an enzyme that acts as a catalyst. These two, when combined, you get jajang light that produces no heat, a light that is internally being propagated. But why? Well, there are many reasons on why certain creatures are bioluminescent, ranging from luring food, defense, communication, confusing, and encouraging the likelihood of getting bred or breeding. Now, in order to determine what the probable cause for the occurrence is, we need to understand the creature in question. Typically, the people eliciting these chemical reactions, then their cranial balls are witty, clever, devious, mischievous, crazy, and remarkably logical people, or smart people. Put simply, why is it that they are the main ones with the attribute? It stands to reason it could in some way be linked to their auspicious wits. Possibly, I presume, as a form of communication. Specifically, a warning, an alert to all who are near. A sign that something is going to happen. These creatures are known to be potential threats due to their supreme brains, and are capable of many different feats that could pose a risk to others, whether it be altering the cosmic fabric of the universe or simply fragmenting a established theory. Plus, bioluminescence happens when the chemical properties become excited, and usually this happens when the specimen is excited as well. Quite a curious coincidence. Now hold on a second, sorta. How is this possible in an eyeball? In what universe is this actually feasible? Why, in the 2D one, of course. As you might know, 2D humans can be vastly different to feeble 3D humans. As a former feeble 3D human myself, I can assure you of that. And I believe that at some point in the development of the brain, a bioluminescent containment structure formed in the pair, and over time, naturally became stimulated. Now, many of you diligent researchers will say, but the sclera, or the white part of the eye, is a thick, opaque layer, and the entire eye lights up. How is that even possible? Well, perhaps these smart men and women have transparent eyes that allow the light to pass through easily, and perhaps, in theory, your vision could potentially be far greater, but would be ridiculously sensitive. Due to this visionary ailment, most, if not all, of these light-up ball havers need to wear some type of prescription eyewear spectacles. I see all of this as a reasonable theorem, I dare say. And with that, if you guys enjoyed my videos, theoretically if you have watched this far, then you do enjoy my videos, feel free to leave a like, subscribe to become just as deranged and unhinged as I am. And I'll be back to answer another question that I mean scientists can answer. Bye, my degenerate.